Get me? So I'm a bit little. Yes, I'm sober as fuck, but I'm just happy. You know when you're just happy? I'm happy. Today, as it's been requested, I'm gonna do an eyebrow. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna do an eyebrow tutorial. What's my nails? Boom! They're not finished. Don't look at them right now. But yeah. So I'm trying my best to go back into wigs. Try, you know, put a little bit more girly inside of the very boisterous side of me. You know, because work's kind of popping again, so we got to get back into that routine, you know, take care of your face, your skin, your hair, your nails, your toes, you know, buy lingerie, you know, because I live in boxes and sports bras, if you haven't noticed. So, let's get started. So, we're just gonna get straight into it. Y'all know I don't do all that fancy editing shit. My brain can't handle all of that. The most thing I'll do is buy new equipment. That's about it. I'm waiting for the day where I have someone that actually does this shit for me and I just pay, you know, like an assistant kind of shit, like a video person or like, yeah, I'm waiting for that. So right now, I do have on all of that. Shall I take it off? Girl, no, we ain't got time for that. So, once again, my nails are not done. Yeah, you know you have to do it yourself. Yeah. So, I'm gonna be talking about how I lost my son. For those of you that don't know, I have a 7-year-old baby boy called Sanaya Shane Douglas. He's got my brother's first name as his middle name, and he has my last name as his last name. So he is my son. Yes, people, we're doing it. It's a soft spot for me. Hold on, Nyla's watching the TV. Hold on. Meow. Meow. Nyla! Turn the TV down a little bit, schmuckums. Alright. So, it's a bit of a sensitive subject. I'm going to post a picture of him at the end of the video. Do like a little video montage so y'all can get the feel. I lost my son at 9 months. Oh my goodness, waterworks are starting already. Okay, I promise I'm going to try not to cry. If my eyelashes come off, then we can do the whole makeup, slap them back on. That's how it's going to go. So, I lost my son at 9 months. Yeah, it's mad. So, I have a whole collection of like spoolies that I just fuck around with sometimes. Oh my Jesus, have mercy. I do pluck. People ask me all the time, oh, do you really slit eyebrows? Yes, because I'm that crazy girl to slit my eyebrows. I've got two on one side. Yeah, so I do slit my eyebrows. I slit my eyebrows with anything I can find. It could be like carpentry workshop tools, bitch, for using that. Or I just use like tweezers to like pluck out. After I slit it, if it grows back, I'll just pluck. Yeah? Alright, cool. And then, so these are the tools you're gonna need. So you need some spoolies to choose from. I have this kind of brush that I use to carve out my eyebrows. And yeah. Yeah, that's nice, Bubba. Come up. Because she doesn't look like her in the video. That's what she does all the time. Every time I'm recording, she winkly appears at the door. Or has to have something or needs something out of my room. But, oh yeah. I like to use this spoolie to bring out the product. So, that. Yeah? Alright, cool. So then we're going to go with the foundations that I use is Model's Own Runway Foundation SPF 30 Oil-Free Foundation. I literally started using this like a couple days back. Espresso 12 is the color. It's made in Taiwan. So we're using that. I like to mix foundation sometimes. I'm going to go with 2 of Revlon London. This one is breathable, lasting foundation, 25 finish, 25 hour, SPF 18, 503 Mocha medium coverage foundation. So that one looks like that. See, this happens when you have a phone. Nothing focuses. Yeah? And then This one that I have is a Match Perfection. It's SPF 15, invisible coverage, visibility, perfect skin. Girl, it's okay. That's what it says. It says it's okay. 506 deep nothing. Deep something. If you can read that. What is nauseate? Girl, it's deep. Okay, so that's what we're using, yeah? And then we're gonna go in with Makeup Gallery Good to Go Glow Matte Bronzer. I use this literally all over my face. I highlight here. Boom, bada bam, screw up, boom. Alright, cool. So what I use to do my eyebrows, it depends on how I feel. So I got another spoolie, girl. But this is what I used to do my purple eyebrows. That spoolie. You can see there's purple all over it. It came with one of the eyelashes that I bought from someone. Alright, cool. If I can find it, shit Louises. Alright, so I use black. I don't know why I like black. I don't mind brown if I want a natural look, but sometimes I get like I like a reddy black, like reddy brown, like red and brown mixed type of color, but it's hard to find the color that I like. So I go with black because it's bold, like it's sharp. When I do the carving out the eyebrows, it's just crisp. So I do that, and I use this on my lips as well. Is that all the tools we need, guys? Is that all the tools we need? Oh, hi. Oh yeah, sometimes I use this. No, you. Oh, someone's messaging me. But anyway, we'll do with that. Brow Perfect pomade. So try not to show my nails because they're trash right now. I got this from Lidl for £3. But it says brow, and then the lid comes off like that. And then inside, it looks like that. Someone's messaging me. Yeah, so you know you're happy, but the devil trying to okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So first we're gonna go in with a spoolie of any choice. You can use any one of them. To be honest with you, sometimes I just feel it and see which one I want to fuck with. Some of these are a bit bendy, so it's like kind of thing. All right, cool. So I just fluff it up, and I literally, oh girl, don't do that. You my business. You my business. All right, I'm just gonna push it up like this. Yeah, like that. Jesus, what's these clips for if you ain't gonna fucking say what you're supposed to do? So brush it up like that, yeah? Okay, so I lost my son. I had my son the whole time. The whole pregnancy I had my son. And so it all started. Remember, there's a video I did about me and my mother's relationship. It's always been like that. I've never had a good relationship with my mom because my mom was too stuck up my brother's ass. So I had a child. Yeah, and I'll do a video of why I had my children. That's a whole different video. But I did a child. Oh, I did a child. I had a child. Had a boy child. It was planned. And at first my mom just like, I came here when I was 15. Yeah, I had my 16th birthday over here. So it was like my mom, me and her had a very, very bad relationship. I was in and out of the house. Like, she'd kick me out. I'd be in care. So I ended up having my son, Zanaya. And when I told her, when I had my own place, and I told her, I was like, you know what? I'm pregnant. Now, I knew I was pregnant. I was happy. I didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. I did want a girl at first. But then I was like, no, I want a boy. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what I want. But I was fucking happy. I was over the moon. Yeah. I told my mom that I was pregnant, and she was disappointed. And I'm trying to find a pencil. So I'm gonna sharpen this pencil, and we're gonna go in and start filling out the brows. I don't prep anything on my brows, to be honest with you. But yeah, so she was disappointed. She was like, oh, your life, you ruined your life. All right, cool. So after all of that, now I had him, but because I didn't have any family support over here that I knew of, it was a thing where, one sec, let me get a mirror. Because I didn't have any like family support like I didn't know of anyone that could help me at the age of 18 have a child and support, and because I've never had a child before, like I didn't know about baby blues and depression and shit like that. So they just wanted to know if I had any kind of support, which I didn't. Grew up in a care home in a country that I knew nothing of, and yeah. So then they started doing investigations. I already had a social worker because I put myself in care. Yeah. So that when I had a kid, they were all over that. So social service found out I had a kid and all of that. Then they looked into my background. They started doing shit like asking, "Oh, who do you have for support? If you needed someone to hold the baby, who would you go to?" Da 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 da. And I'm like, to be honest with you, I don't know. I don't have anyone, kind of thing. So actually, next video I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I'm gonna do color because I like to do color. I don't really mind doing this. But yeah. So they were like, "Who do you have?" And I was like, "I don't have anyone, da 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 da." And they've already diagnosed me with borderline personality disorder. So now it's like, "Oh, she crazy, and she having a baby." And I'm like, "You my business. Don't do that." Yeah, so it kind of pissed me off that they judged me before even getting to know me. They made me do parent assessments, things like that. Like, I had a very bad background and upbringing with my mom as to why it kind of hurt the situation of me having my son. Because hear this now, my mom went to the social services, the meeting. They have a lack review meeting, yeah, and we was having one. And at the time, I was temporarily staying with my mom. Now, the night before we had a conversation, and she goes, my old name, because she refused to go by my new name that I paid for. So instead of Taurus, she called me Shahara. And she would say, Shahara, like, do you want to stay here? And I said, I don't mind staying here until I get back on my feet. She goes, okay, that's fine. But if I do let you stay here, mind you, I'm like 18, 19, the fuck, I'm your child. Take me in, bitch. But no, so she said, if I do let you stay here, you have to abide by my rules. Which, the thing is, I never came out of my room. I got cussed because I wasn't sociable. So abiding by which rules? I don't understand what rules I didn't abide by. But anyways, so because my name wasn't Shaden, I wasn't like my brother's name. Like, she always had a problem with me. But anyway, so I'm just filling in these, and I literally, what I do is, usually I just fill in the whole brow, but sometimes I'll just go in bit by bit and then fill in the gaps that I slitted. So we're just filling it in right now. So I just literally, like, I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. She goes, okay, we're going to go to the meeting. Cool. Went to the meeting now. I like my arch high. So when I'm doing all of that, it kind of makes me look a bit lifted. You know what I'm saying? So sorry, I have to focus on the arch. Now remember, this is a trust the process situation. The eyes don't always look, or brows don't always look like how it's going to end up. Yeah? Cool. So I said, yeah, cool. Like, Bo the clown, I trusted her. And she went to the meeting, and we had the meeting. They asked my mom, my mom was like, okay, me and Shahar has had this conversation. I will accept taking on responsibility for Zanaya Douglas as his carer. Shahar has accepted that if she stays with me, she will let me parent him and abide by my rules and just basically got a booty hole. So that was said, everything was agreed, yeah? So I moved back into the house. Now, the guardian protects that. I was on the GSO, guardian protectorship order, yeah? So, the guardian came down. That's the lady that speaks on behalf of my son, yeah? Because my son couldn't speak for himself, so it's basically his voice. And it's usually an older woman, like an elderly woman, like in her 40s, 50s, and so much. On forward, older than whatever, yeah? Alright, cool. So I'm just going to do the same thing with the next brow. So basically, she came, she saw, she spoke. She didn't really have much concerns, yeah? The only concern she had was that I moved in quickly, made the agreement with my mom quickly, and agreed to take care of Zanaya quickly with my mom quickly. Like, everything just happened quickly, and they thought that it was all like an act, yeah? So then, before I could go to court and solidify everything, my mom kicked me out of the house. And she said, I don't want nothing to do with you. She threw my son's cot, baby bed, like You know, what they sleeping in, like, as baby babies, not toddlers, not even, like, baby babies, yeah. Do the outside. I remember it was an oak, wooden, yellowy oak wooden cot, yeah, 100 and something pounds from Mother Care. Threw out my mattress, threw out my clothes, threw out everything. I was like, I need to live my life. It's like she accepted something that she couldn't, like, she knew she wouldn't be able to do for too much longer. So it's like, at least you know she's happy. Yeah. But yeah, so it's like she accepted something. You know when you rush into something, you don't really think it through, kind of thing? Yeah, so she accepted that, whatever the case was, knowing that she really didn't want to do that. She just wanted to be, like, spiteful and, like, try and control my life, but then kind of realized that that comes with a little bit more responsibility than she actually thought about, because now you have to take care of a whole child and monitor me and give reports and feedback to, because you have to liaise now with social workers and talk to them and boom, right? So she changed her mind. So after she kicked me out, of course that didn't help my case, right? This one I filled in completely by accident, but I know where the slit is. But just filling the eyebrow as normal. Like that. That's how they look so far. But you can see the slit is there and there because it's gapped. And then there and there. Yeah? So she knew what she was doing. Yeah, and so when I moved out, they moved me out into a temporary accommodation from me and my child. And so we're gonna get this spoolie, gonna get the hardback one, and we're going to run it through like this. Instead of going like that, because that's going against your skin, you're going to make your skin sore. Go like that, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna collect the product on the brush and you're gonna bring it. You see what I'm saying? And it fades it out at the same time. Don't go like that. That's going against your skin. I see people doing this. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? But yeah, so I ended up moving out. And at the time, I was talking to this boy. And yes, I was talking to a boy. Yes. So, but I thought you was gay. I am. Mind your business. See my business. Don't do that. But I was talking to this guy. He was really nice to me. He was really understanding, things like that. And anything, he was there for more support. But I was talking to this guy. She didn't like him. And I'm thinking, who the fuck are you to have say on anything that I do? Because at the end of the day, you can't even be my own parent. And you pissed out two of us. So anyways, she's coming to the house, starting drama. It's like, how much o'clock at night? Yeah? And these times, I've just had, because fast forward a little bit forward, I've had an abortion because she didn't like the fact that I had a kid. Yeah? Mind you, my son is 7, I was turning 8. Yeah? She didn't like the fact that I had a kid with the boy. And she kind of he made me and she made me get rid of the baby. Yeah? So I'm already like 24 hours out of the fucking surgery room with like knitted granny panties on from the hospital, bleeding my ass off. I remember I had Chinese. He ordered me Chinese. And I'm just chilling. I'm in the bed. It's nighttime. I'm talking like 11 o'clock at night. I'm trying to sleep. Yeah? All right, cool. So she's outside my house. I went in with my bomber clat. Like, listen, if you're under the age of 18, I don't advise you to watch this video because I will be cussing. I am cussing. I'm just trying to pre-warn you now before I get demonetized. But that is not anything less of the story. She came outside my house trying to fight the boy, then talking about she gonna call police, gonna call social service, yeah? Now, I smoke. Well, I chain smoke before. I social smoke now. But I used to chain smoke before, yeah? And it was a thing where this bitch called social services, got them outside my house the next day, and I've got small little, you know when you roll up like tobacco, rolling tobacco, you get the small little Rizlas? Those are on my countertop where the fireplace is in my living room. These white people, no offense, but these were white people that came into my house, scoped out my yards, and was like, oh, she's smoking weed. I said, bitch, you better drug test me and get some receipts before you decide to take that to the courtroom. So they didn't drug test me. They just put it in a statement. That's how I ended up doing the parent assessment. Did the parent assessment now. And my mom's still talking to these social services, telling them a whole bunch of shit. Yeah, talking about how I'm a bad mom, So this I had a family hair. Now you're gonna brush the hair up, right? Brush it up like this so it blends in with the product. So I had a family health visitor that comes and I had a family health visitor that comes. Brush the hair up if you didn't see because my dumbass phone was being stupid. Yeah, I have a family health visitor. You see that? You see that? When you brush it up, watch this. Boom. You see that? Blends it. So I had the family health visitor coming in. She was like, oh, I'm very good. I'm very patient. I'm very loving. She can see that my heart's in the right place and my mind's willing to learn. So then I had the parent assessment lady come over and she was like, oh, you're very good. You've progressed. Da, 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 da. I was going to pass. So I'm in the house. I'm in the soft play section with like the kids where they can do like the sensory toys and things like that for babies of certain age groups. And she's telling me, like, she says, Shahara, off the record, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to pass you. Cool, no problem. Then my mom calls up the place. Got the most to say. It's like she was determined for me to lose my child because she fucked up with me and my brother. Yeah? So she's continuously on the phone to social services. Yeah? And it's a thing where... So now I'm going in with this pomade. Yeah, the same pomade. Just taking a little bit on that brush. Because what I'm doing, I'm just using this to lay down the hairs. Yeah? Like a gel kind of thing with colour. So I'm hearing that... Someone's messaging me. But anyway, I'm hearing all of this. And I'm thinking, alright, cool, I'm passing it. Going to court, like, confident, whatever. Come to find out, I failed the parent assessment. Yeah, so I failed the parent assessment. And here was the reasons why I failed the parent assessment. I failed the parent assessment because I do not have a family tree, family background, any kind of family support. Yeah? And me and my mother's relationship is very turmoil and there's little to nothing happening. Yeah? Between me and my mom. So that is the reason. It wasn't because of drugs. It wasn't because of anger management. It wasn't because I couldn't do it. It was because my mother made sure that I did not have my child. Yeah? So I remember, this is the part where I probably cry, but don't worry. It's just a normal thing for me. So, and this is why me and my sister Chantal, I've made her godmother to both my children. And this is because the day that I had to give my child over was in my mother's house. My mother was in the living room. Yeah? And I wrote a list of things that I would prefer that they do with my child, considering he is my child. And I'm waiting. I'll never forget the woman's name. Her name is Teresa Norris. White lady, worked in Croydon. Like, to this day, I will never forget her name. Never forget her name. She cut me so deep. Like, I've got a vendetta against her. Like, if I see you, I'm headbutting you, bitch. Like, remember I said that. Yeah? Just not on my suspended sentence. So, yeah, so I'm seeing her now. So the lady come to the door, because they told me that they were going to come in it. The lady come to the door with a police van, because she knew, like, bitch, you better come protect. I'm about to fight your ass. So now we're going to go in with some of the same model's own foundation. And we're going to slap that on the back of her wrist like that, yeah? But she knew. So she came and we're going to go with the light. Because remember, we had two. One's darker than the other one, yeah? So we're going to use the light one, yeah? The breathable one. And we're going to slap that on here as well. We're just making like a little sculpting thing. So then we're going to use the back of anything you want and just mix that. Mix it nicely. And then, boom! You got something that's close to your complexion, but not too light. We're going to go in with this brush, the same brush that I told you that I use. Any brush that you're comfortable carving your eyebrows out with, just use that. Make sure the brush is fully saturated and go in. So, the lady comes to the door. I call up my sister, Chantal, and I'm like, sis, they're taking him. The girl comes down to the yard ASAP because she only lives like 20 minutes, 30 minutes away from me at the time. I was in Herne Hill. Yeah, Peabody Cottages. Yeah. So she's messaging me again. I don't want to look at it because it's just going to destroy my thought. So the woman comes up to the door now. And I literally, my shoe was my son. I literally had my son in a blanket with a book bag on my back, handed over my baby. My sister was there to see it. And then after that, I didn't know where he was going to go. I didn't know at first where he was going to go. They said they're going to try their best to contact someone within my family, or if I can help and find someone within my family to hold him, because if I didn't
my son will be in adoption and I will never see my son ever again. I'll never see my son, and I'll only be able to contact him once a year through letter. You guys don't know how much I hurt. I may act like I don't care, but that's because I can't address it. Because this happens. I can't address it. To know that your own mother worked so hard to make sure that your baby got taken from you, and then for you to feel like it's your fault the whole of your life. And the only time I can get to see my son now is once every 6 weeks through contact with my grandmother. And the lady that has my son is in control of how much I see my son. And you can't even get my son to call me. My own family can't even get my son to call me and tell me, Mom, he's calling her mom and calling me Mummy Horror. So what do? I have a book that I evidence everything in, because when I was growing up, a lot of people have stories about things that happened, but I don't have any evidence to prove like what my mom is saying is right, or what my nan is saying is right, or this really happened to me. So I make sure, we're just going to go in with the tip of the brush, I make sure that I evidence everything. So I write to him all the time, and when he turns of age, like in his teens, I'll give him that book so he knows, like, I didn't give up. I was restricted. Like, you was made to believe that someone else was your mom. So you filled the hole in someone else's heart. Someone else wanted a son, and you gave that to them. Not because you wanted to, but because I gave it to them. You see what I'm saying? So it was like, so I just used that to basically start the line. And then I just carve it out. But yeah, that's what happened. That's how I lost my son. And to think my own family, like my nan does the best she can, but I don't know what else to do. I don't know if I can fight for him. I don't know anything. All I know is I take what I'm given. So it's like eyelashes. I take what I'm given and I work with that. I don't know what they're telling him about me. Like, I have OnlyFans. I'm a stripper. I work as a young person advisor from care, because I was a care leaver. I left care when I was 25, because that's the age you have to leave if you're not in work or education, whatever the case is. Well, I left care and I became a young person advisor because I know how it feels to feel neglected and all of these things. So I don't know if they're just telling my son, oh, your mom's a stripper, or your mom don't care about you. I don't know if that's what's being said, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what school he goes to. I don't know, like, he's been on holiday without me. I don't know anything about my son. I know what he told me. I know, like, the normal stuff, his birthday, or his favorite toy at the time, or his favorite thing at the time, or his favorite cartoon at the time. So I go down the middle. Yeah, I'm basically creating a box. But that's what I know. I don't know much about my son, and I'm scared that when I grow up, or when he grows up, sorry, he doesn't even know much about his sister. That's the thing, he has no bond with me or his sister. So, yeah. That, and then I'm going to go at the top. I used a whole brush at the top this time. But yeah, I don't know jack shit about my baby. And people know that. My family knows that. But it's like they don't care. So I literally have to let the universe and God take control. Because if I contact him, then she could easily say I'm harassing her. I'm not allowed to go to the house. I have never showed up to a birthday party. I've missed all his Christmas, all his birthdays. And her excuse is, oh, he's not ready. These times, my son, full blown, will ask me, Mom, can I come to your house? And her excuse is, he's not ready. So now we're going to go in and make the lines on the creases. So what I'm going to do is do it like this. And I'm going to show you guys how I do it. So I know where my gaps are for my slits. And I just do that. We're going to just keep tapping, 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 tapping. And then boom, there's a slit. Yeah? But yeah, they know. My nan, she has health issues, and my nan tries the hardest she can. I can't ask any more of my nan. Do you understand? My dad has mental health, like severe mental health, so I can't ask much from my dad. My dad makes the effort that he needs to make, and that's the effort with both of them, with me. So he would give us money. Not saying that's, but that's his way of showing that I will support you. So he'll give us money. He'll come and see us. He'll ask for us, ask to see us, ask for us to come and see him. Like, that's the type of shit that I fuck with. Like, my family. But yeah, I can't fault my nan. I can't fault my dad. I can't fault my uncle. I can't fault my auntie. I can't fault anybody else. But the lady that's taking care of, I don't want to state names because the situation is very sensitive, and the fact that she could easily go around and say that I'm harassing her, I'm bad mouthing her. I don't want that to happen, so I'm just not saying much to it. But the person that is looking after my son is doing a great job. The only thing she's not doing correctly in my eyes is letting me have that relationship with my son. So now, so basically what I did here is I just brought the product in. So you know when you cut the crease here, or the line, you're just going to bring it in like that. So it fades it out. It gives it that fade look. Yeah, and then we're just going to take the tip of the brush and kind of just blend out that hard line, because I hate harsh lines, around every area, around here and around here. Then we're going to take the rest of that product that's on the back of your hand. Where the hell is my brush? Oh. Yes, my shit is dirty. I know. I have to clean it. And we're just going to take that right up. And we're going to go back in with our forehead and just blend everything like that. You can hear my turtles moving. It's been a lot easier if I didn't have an eyelashes, but you know. And then I just go underneath like that. But that is how I do my eyebrows. So now, after that, we're gonna go in with, where the hell is that brush? Meow, meow. Okay, so I don't know what the brush is that I usually use, but we can just use any other brush. So I'm gonna take this. I'm just gonna take a little bit on there. Yeah. If you want, you can dust it up. I don't usually do that. I'm just gonna pat it under the eye, because I just set my under eye. And then just pat the eyebrow itself so you can mat the ting. Mat the ting, babes. Mat the ting. Why? Stay there. What are you doing? Yeah, just mat the ting. You see what I'm saying? And then mat under the eye. I'm just checking my eyelashes. And that, guys, is how I lost my son and do my eyebrows. I tried to go through step by step so y'all know everything. But yeah, that is literally it. I didn't do the whole face because y'all see me with a beat face. So, but I hope you guys like this. I actually did the big, like, for the last 2 weeks, I've been very bad with dropping a video on the Friday evening. But that's because I have a lot of distraction. I've always got things going on. But I'm home. I work from home, so I really ain't got that excuse. I'm home. I drop in a video in about an hour's time. My Wi-Fi is doing what it needs to be doing, so connection issues are not going to be a problem. Usually when I have that kind of problems when I'm not home. But I'm home. Yeah. I'm getting my pole next week. Well, not that. Okay, I ordered my pole next week. But it comes in 2 to 3 business days. And it's pink. So the stripper content will be dropping. Yes. What else? I'm still dropping my merch, but I'm just doing a little bit of tweaks. I'm tweaking it a little bit, you know. I'm just tweaking it a little bit, you know, adding a little bit more stuff, because everyone's like, oh yeah, we see your stud side, but or your stem side, but we want to see more of your femme side. So like, all right, cool, I'm gonna incorporate that within the merch as well, so that way, you know, you got your films that can buy from me and support me, and then you got your studs and your stems that can also do the thing. You can mix and match and da 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 da. But I want to sell, like, my aim, yeah, for my merch is to have a little bit of everything. Like, you don't need to feel like you're missing something. Like, you don't need to feel like your drip is lacking. Like, I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel sexy. I want you to feel like, yes, like I did it. Like, I want it to be like authentic, raw, and original kind of thing. So I don't just want to slap merch like my name on a t-shirt and give it to you guys and be like, oh yeah, that's mine. Like, no, it has to be. It's taking time because I keep going back and editing and fixing and perfecting and rechecking my orders and things like that. And then I'm still waiting on the PO box and all of that. But I'm still supporting small businesses. I'm still doing the merch. I'm still dropping stripper content. Like, it's still happening. It's just taking time. Bear with me. Don't sleep on me. Yeah? So, yeah. That's really about it. Whew. I'm doing my OnlyFans. Yes, I'm doing my OnlyFans. I don't care. Don't care, bitch. I don't care. Like, I do not give a damn. I'm doing OnlyFans. It's paying me. So, what's your problem? What's your issue? We're not doing porno on the OnlyFans. It's just like videos and fucking nude pics. We're not doing all of that. Humdada. We're not doing all of that. We could do a little 1-2 girl accent, you know, quick video type shit. But we ain't doing all of that Pornhub type shit. Like, it's not that serious, baby. But yeah, go and subscribe to my OnlyFans. Hi guys. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure. If you want to know, it's on my Instagram bio. And I'm also going to put it in, I'm going to try it and put it in this bio. I don't really know how to do all that link in the description type shit, but I'm going to try it. Yeah, follow me on Snapchat, man. I've got a main Snapchat and I've got a private Snapchat. My private Snapchat is like a preview of, like, a sensory preview of my OnlyFans. I can't wait to hit the clubs. Are you dumb? Don't play with me. But yeah, so hopefully, I'm trying to be like more creative with the content. I don't want to give you guys basic content, but at the same time, COVID got me fucked up. But yeah, this is me, guys. This is literally me. I'm gonna go and try and work on some more content for you guys for next week. So I'm gonna holler at a shorty later, baby. But yeah, I love you guys. Yeah, stay toasty, stay clean, stay positive. You know, stay making that bag. You know, and yeah, I love you guys. I do love you guys. Fuck you guys heavy. I haven't been posting much on TikTok and Instagram only because it's just the content. I want to dig a little bit deeper and give you a little bit something more raw than just the classic like toy face. Yeah, so I love you guys. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Baby. Subscribe, please. Yeah, so we can. I'm trying to make it to a meal real quick, shorty. Are you my? Hey, ratatata. I'm in the bag though. Ratatata. Are you my? Listen, let's get this. Let's get the channel up, yeah, and going. 500 subs. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all fucking with the views, with the subs. It's the subs. But yeah, anyway, I love you guys. Toys Nation, you are the best. Toys Nation. But I'm out, guys, because I need to clean up this fuckers. Yeah, I love you guys. See y'all next week. Peace.